from home, and today this show is being sponsored by Women in Film. I am super excited to be here today with Sharon Contillo, the Vice President of Women in Film, who is also the President of Middle Center Production, which is an amazing female family center oriented production that specializes in films and so much more. Welcome, Sharon. I'm so happy to be here.
Oh, I'm happy to be here too. Thank you so much for this.
Yes, of course. It's a pleasure chatting with you today. I'd love for you to share a little bit more about all that you have going on. I mean, you have written and produced 4 IBM commercials, trade show commercials. You have worked on the Little Christmas Ornament film, which is now a book with Amazon, which is amazing.
That's right. Yes. Yep.
Yes. And you have studied film and have a master's degree. And I mean, you are just running the show in all parts of your life. So women can do it all. And that's what I love is being able to chat with you today about all that you have going on and about how supportive Women in Film has been to me and everyone in our community.
Yes, and me as well. You know, before I became the vice president back in January, I was member, and they helped me as well. I did a short film this past September called Curls, which was a nonprofit film. It was something that, it was fictional, but it was something that was going to be shown in schools and festivals and potentially even girl empowerment conferences, things like that. And one of my objectives was I really wanted to have either an all-female crew or, you know, have it weighted towards a female crew. And I ended up with that. I ended up with, I think it was like a 60-40 split for women. And I got a lot of my crew from Women in Film. They were really helpful. I reached out to them and I said, listen, I'm doing a short film. I need a swing. I need, you know, a wardrobe person. I think there's close to 300 members. But you know, we're a tight group, and we know our folks, and we blast out the emails to people whenever there's a job. You know, bring in PAs, whatever you need. You know, we've got a list, and we can certainly help people in their filmmaking endeavors or commercials or whatever they're doing.
Thank you, and it's so true. Alicia, Joanne, Karina, all of you have just been so inspiring. I have to say that I've worked on a few different productions, and every time I needed any sort of assistance, they were there. They put out my call for me. They've helped me. I was an assistant producer actually for the play Butter. It's a production that Kimberly Rose wrote and directed, and I was happy to be a part of it and work on it with them. And I mean, putting out a call with Women in Film, receiving the emails, putting out our emails, looking for assistance. It's just been such wonderful support being a member.
Yeah, you know, folks, in this time during this pandemic, you know, a lot of people aren't working, and we understand that people have some time on their hand. It can be depressing and stuff. So we want to encourage people to participate. We try to do live shows. We do like a coffee talk kind of thing. And
I love your coffee talk. I was happy to join in last time. That was wonderful.
Yeah. And it's just for people to share ideas and just tell us what's on your mind. We want everybody to know we're still here. We're still here. We're still here to help you. We're building podcasts and things like that. So if you miss a live, you know, Zoom meeting, some kind of video conference or something, you can go back and look at it and, you know, get to meet more people that way. You know, in traditional years, we have our annual conference, which is a big networking conference. And we ask all of our members to come and, you know, have some snacks and some drinks, and, you know, we present scholarships, and it's a wonderful time for all of us to get together. Now, that we're not sure what that's going to look like this year, but we're pinpointing November for that. So still to be determined on how that's going to turn out. But, you know, we do so much to support all of the New England states, you know, and each one of them is very different in the way that they handle film and video and stuff. So each one of the states has sort of an advisory board member, and they come to the meetings with us. In fact, we have one tonight, and we have all our board members and our state representatives come to say, what is it that you need? How can we help you? You know, what are your constituents saying out there? What, you know, and how are they doing? And we're trying to help them by continually having things come up. For example, one of the things that we're coming up is the short screenplay.
Yes, tell us about that.
Yeah, so it's basically, I think it has to be under 10 minutes. I got to look at the specs, but if you go to our website, you can see it there. You know, sometimes we put out a lot of emails and people, you know, don't see them all the time because it's like, oh, here they go again. But we want to make sure that people are getting the resources and support that they need during this time. You know, we are going to open up at some point, not sure when, but you know, just to keep folks busy, keep their skills sharp and things like that.
Yes, thank you for all that you guys do. It's definitely true because you're definitely keeping all of our members creative and busy during this time with all the virtual Zoom workshops you have. You just had a public speaking workshop that I participated in with Rachel Bailett, who is
Yes.
amazing. Yes, she's been my method acting teacher, my coach, my mentor, and she's a sweet friend. She was actually running the workshop with Alicia and Karina. So it was amazing. It was a wonderful public speaking workshop on Zoom. I think there were people that were tuning in from Florida, from Chicago. There were people from so many different states. So we met a lot of people.
Her webinar went so wide is because we're part of Women in Film Television US. And one of my duties is to be that liaison to not only the US, but the international, the Greater Women in Film International Board. And what we do is whenever we're having a workshop, a webinar, whatever it is, I give it to the US team and they post it for all the members. So we're under a greater umbrella of women who are filmmakers. And so not only do they benefit from the webinars and the video education that we do, but we get theirs as well. So we may get some information from Dallas or Los Angeles or, you know, Denver or something like that, Florida, whatever they're doing, because they bring in speakers as well. We have a speaker series. And then I turn around and I give that to our team and we blast that out to our members. So it's not just a small group, right? It's not just us in our own little world. We're part of a national and international organization. So, and on top of that, we have something called the National Crew Directory, which is part of Women Film Television US. And because we're a member of that, that gives our members free access to that database, meaning they can put themselves in as crew, whatever they do, director, producer, writer, actor, DP, PA, whatever they are, they can put them in, and you can put multiple things because you know how we are, we do multiple things, right?
Of course.
We're all of the above.
Women, Jill of all trades. We do it all.
You can just put in every single thing that you do, put in your name, put in your contact information, your business if you have your business, and you'll be part of the crew list. And that is a free membership benefit if you're a member of Women in Film Video New England.
That's a great resource, and we will list the website here above so that everyone who is a member can take advantage of this amazing opportunity to submit themselves, you know, into the organization and look it up and definitely get some perks. I mean, being a member of Women in Film, there are lots and lots of perks, such great support. There's a ton of things you can do. And so I know that Women in Film is actually running a promotion during this time in COVID-19. For anyone listening, I would definitely check out the website listed here above. And definitely feel free to sign up. And if you are a member, I believe that there's also some great advantages right now during this time on extending and renewing memberships.
That's right. So for our existing members, even, you know, you can renew your membership before the end of May 31st, regardless of when your membership is due. So for example, mine is my membership is due in October, but I can renew now and get either a 20, 30, 40, 60, 80% discount because we know times are tough. We know some of our folks are not working. So for example, if you're not working and you want to take advantage of renewing your membership now, even if you're even if you're out in October, you can choose to select the 80% discount. So we're not telling you what discount to choose. So if you select the 80% discount, your membership for the year is $10. You know, so we understand times are tough. And we're just saying, just pick what's good for you. Out of those options, pick what's good for you. Renew your membership now. You have till May 31st to take advantage of that offer. And then
what a way to inspire women. You know, what a way to still let women know that during this time, even in difficult times, you can still stay connected. You can still become a member, offering such great pricing, you know, to help support people during this time. So
yeah, we want to make it accessible for everybody because it is a tough time. So we do want to do that. And then if there are new members that want to come in, we actually have a board meeting tonight and we're going to be discussing the discounts for new members. And there will always be something for everybody, even students, by the way. Students can take advantage of that too.
Yes, that's true. So make sure to check out the website listed on during our interview so that you can take advantage of all these great perks going on right now with women in film. Sharon, I would love for you to tell me a little bit more about Middle Center Productions. That sounds like such an empowering organization, just as well as Women in Film.
Thank you so much for asking. Yeah, I mean, Middle Center Productions is my production company. I established it back in 2014. I realized I was doing a lot of different things, and all of my films, I've written 7 features. I've written, I can't even tell you how many short films. I'm sure it's like 12 or 15, something like that. But I've always had a female protagonist, no matter what. They were always female protagonists. And this started back in like 1999 when I started writing screenplays. So I decided back in 2014, I was like, you know what, I should have a production company. Why not? Let's, it's one of those things. It's kind of like you're writing, you're doing some acting, maybe you're a PA, and you're just kind of moving along. But when you kind of label something, it makes it real. I labeled it, I made it real. I pay taxes on it now,
Right?
and it just gives you, it makes it real for you, and it gives you credibility out there, right? Because you have a business, you have a company, and it's not for everybody to do, but it was just something that I had decided to do for myself because I wanted to produce movies as well. I want to direct movies. And I felt with the production company, my own production company name behind me, it lent credibility to me. And now Middle Center Production has been doing things, and there's still more to go. And
Inspired you to produce so much, that's for sure.
definitely something that I enjoy doing, and I love directing as well. And you have that power when you're the producer and the director. Well, there you go. And then, as we said, we do everything and the writer. So there
Right.
you do it all. You just got to get the funding, and you're the chief.
Absolutely. You're just doing it all, which is amazing. And it inspires me because, I just started my own production and I work in so many different industries. And so that's why my production is called This Girl Runs the Show, because I'm trying to do everything under one umbrella. It inspires me to just produce more.
Yeah.
It's about empowering women and inspiring women. And I love that it's female based. And it's just wonderful that you're the vice president of 2 big women organizations.
Yeah. And that was another step that I decided to make too, because I want to keep going. And like I said, a lot of what I do is female based, underrepresented people, giving people opportunities wherever I can. I'm not the end all be all, but I'm just trying to do my part. And I look for help too. I look for, one of my, like I said, the Little Christmas Ornament. That was a screenplay. It's an animation screenplay that I wrote back in 2009, believe it or not.
Yes, please share, because that's amazing. Now it's turned into a really popular book on Amazon.
I don't know about popular, but
Well, I've checked it out and I can't wait to order it, so I'm excited.
Well, you'll get a signed copy from me for sure. But the Little Christmas Ornament is it's a tale of 2 female ornaments who battle for the front and center position on a Christmas tree. And when they do that, they let their personal views about each other get in the way of the overall purpose of ornaments, which is to be seen. All ornaments want to be seen, and they want to give Christmas spirit to their family. Because when you look at a Christmas tree, you always hang your favorite ornament front and center, and then a lot of people do that anyway. And then they put ornaments around it, and then we have the filler ornaments that kind of go in the back and stuff like this. And this was based on an event that happened with a friend of mine when I was decorating her tree with her, and I pull out an ornament and I put it somewhere. She's like, "Oh no, that one goes on the back. Oh no, this one goes down here. No, you can't put that in the front." And I said to her, ornaments have feelings too. And some ornaments don't come out of the box, God forbid. Their purpose is to be seen, so I animated this into these ornaments becoming alive. And the theme is everyone matters no matter where they hang on the tree. And it's true for all of us. We all want to be seen. We all want to be heard. We all want to matter. And that's
I love that story.
Yeah.
I love the story behind the creation of the movie and the book, because it's so true,
Yeah, it is.
Why should one ornament be behind another one? Everybody should be seen, and everybody should be able to do anything that they want to do. It's funny how you look at it based on Christmas ornaments, but it's so true.
It is, so it's an action adventure story, and I hope to get it made someday. And that's why I turned the screenplay into a book, to sort of give it some, when you write screenplays, and like I said, I've written a lot, and for those people who are writers, it's all in your head. You do a lot of this alone, and it never becomes alive. And for me to create a youth chapter book, it's 132 pages, and it can be read by anybody 7 years old and above. And if you're too young, you can have somebody read it to you, but it's tangible now. It's real, pretty much like creating my own production company. It's real. So
it is. You've won a few different awards. I would love to hear about the awards that you've won.
Oh, well, I guess most recently, I was honored with the 2019 Rhode Island State Council on the Arts grant. So that was a huge award for me. That was for Curls. It provided some funding for that. And in that, why did they select me as one of the recipients for this funding? Was because I was, it was the message around Curls, about being true to yourself. It was about hiring local females, for the thing. So that was one of the awards that I'm really very proud of. I just won an award on Best Shorts for Women Filmmaker.
Congratulations.
So I'm excited about that. And then a few of my screenplays have won some awards in some of the screenplay competitions. So like I said, those are the types of things that keep you going, keep you motivated. And, and trust me, a lot of things have not won. And so it makes you want to hone that craft a little bit better and, find out what's wrong, why I don't, and just because you win a screenplay competition or you don't win a screenplay competition doesn't mean that your work is good or bad, right?
Right. But I mean, it's definitely letting you know that you're doing something right, and
somebody likes
inspires you to just do more, knowing how rewarding that is. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's nice to know that someone else likes it besides you and your mother.
Yeah, of course. Besides your number one supporters, you also want to know that there are other people who like what you do as well. Absolutely, and clearly that's the case. That's amazing.
Encourage people to do stuff like that. Just do little things to make it real for you.
Absolutely. And then the more you do it, the more it inspires you to just do more.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a great book, and we'll definitely share the link here above for anybody who's interested in watching and also purchasing the book on Amazon. Now, do you know if it's available on Amazon Kindle as well?
It is. So, so you can get the Kindle version. You can get it on Amazon. You can get a hard copy book. And if you're local, you never know. We can meet up, and I'm happy to sign it. One of the things
that will be a nice event with Women in Film, a book signing on your book.
Yes. And, as we get closer, I often peddle this as a great stocking stuffer,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's perfect for that.
You've done 4 IBM commercials?
Yeah. So by day I work for IBM because, we have to keep the lights on. And I have 2 college-age daughters. We certainly have to pay the bills there. But yes, a few years ago, I did 4 trade show commercials on spec for them, and I had a blast doing it. I really did. And one of the vice presidents in my division, he took it around the world. There was 4 of them, and depending on what his speech was going to be about that day, he would show my. It was about a 50-second commercial spot. Type of thing. So yeah.
Amazing. Amazing. Wow.
Yeah.
It's just so wonderful that there's so many women that are doing all these amazing things to get out there and share them and inspire other women to do them. It's all about your mindset. And I feel like even when you're not ready and you put things off sometimes and, I'll get to that. Yeah, when this happens, I'll do that. Saving that bottle of champagne for a special occasion, right? Have the champagne.
Yeah. Exactly.
Eat the cake, wear the dress, do it now, because you don't know what's going to happen. So why not just live in the moment and create and experience life now and see where it can lead you? Because I feel like one step at a time, but one step leads to another. So there are definitely ways of creating goals and making them happen.
There are, and I'm pleased to meet you. We spoke for the first time last week or the week before, and now we know each other, and it was just sort of like I sent you an email because I saw you on the Coffee Talk, what are you doing, so you just never know.
Thank you. During this time, there are so many resources, there are programs, there are workshops, there are ways to still network, to connect and collaborate, where it's not going to cost you anything to do that. And it's going to inspire you. You're going to meet amazing people. And we're going to have these lovely conversations to continue to inspire one another, to support each other, to help one another. it's a no-brainer. And I know that there's tons of, universities, there's tons of resources that are offering free courses, free classes, free workshops, and lots of people are tuning in, from all industries. So it's nice because if you want to be creative, it's there.
Exactly. And it is hard, right? Because maybe you're not working right now, and it's a bit depressing, like we talked about. But like I said, that's why we're here. We want to let you know we're here. Reach out to any one of us. We'll put you in touch with other people. You can participate in other webinars across the country and around the world. We're all in the same situation where none of us are really doing what we want to do in terms of film or video. And it's sometimes when you're a little depressed, it's hard to be creative, but then you get a little nudge. We encourage people to come out and participate in the webinars and stuff, or just listen in, and you'd be surprised who's out there. You'd be surprised, and everybody's so friendly. Really, everybody's very welcoming.
Absolutely. And I mean, I love that Women in Film keeps us updated. I love sharing their events, on Facebook and just on social media, just on your website, the emails. It's wonderful because it inspires us to have something to look forward to and wanting to produce and wanting to connect and wanting to collaborate and wanting to work with other amazing, inspiring, empowering women. It's just great to still be able to stay connected. So I look forward to share, all your upcoming events and any virtual film festivals that are going on. I hope you will post on the website and, on social media. I'll be happy to share as well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And you'll see, obviously, newsletters go out as we, as events come in, you'll see newsletters come out from us. We also post it, as you said, on our social media websites and also right on our website itself. And part of the other benefits of being with Women in Film is that we have discounts. Discounts on camera package. That was one of the other things I got when I did curls. It was, they put me in touch with Rule up in Boston, and they were fantastic. They gave me discounts because they knew I was like a nonprofit. I had to do crowdfunding. I didn't have a lot of money, and we have everything. If you're looking for insurance, you're looking for hair and makeup, you're looking for camera equipment, lighting, everything, we have connections into that. So we're happy to help where we can and empower women. Terrific networking opportunity because, like I said, when back a couple of years when I joined as a member, I felt like an island. I didn't know anybody. Had a few film friends here in Rhode Island. I'm out of Rhode Island, and it wasn't a big scene for me to do anything. There were major productions going on, but I couldn't participate in that because I have a job and I had kids, and so I couldn't do that. But I did feel like an island, and when I became part of Women in Film, it opened up the opportunity for more networking, and I met a few more women. And when I decided to do my short film and get that all directed and produced and everything, I met more and more women. And now it's amazing in 2 years, the amount of people that I know, because 2 years ago, I was by myself. I was alone. I didn't know where to go. I didn't know who to talk to. And now, completely different story.
Women in Film has opened up so many opportunities for me. And I rave about Women in Film all the time. In every interview with anyone, sharing all the amazing opportunities I've had with Women in Film. And I was excited last year to share my story with Women in Film. I'll also list that here today so that people can see.
Perfect.
Yeah, because I love that Women in Film just, likes to put all their members out in the spotlight. They want women to share their stories. They want to help you and support you and be there for you and guide you. And that's what we all need as women is to really support one another and inspire one another. And I feel like the more we are there to support each other and the more we inspire one another, the more things are just going to continue to happen for all of us. And for anyone that wants to get a hold of Sharon, I will have her information listed here in our interview. And I will also have the website listed for Women in Film for anyone who wants to take advantage of any of the membership opportunities right now.
Sounds perfect. Thank you so much.
So thank you, Sharon, for taking the time to chat with me today. And I'm so honored to have Women in Film sponsor me and for all the support that Women in Film has provided me.
Well, ALIN, again, thank you again for having me. And we're very happy to support you in any way we possibly can. And anybody else out there that would like our support, please reach out. Please check out our website and get on the newsletter and see what's going on.